Okay. Would you want your daughter to walk around with a body exposed?
No, I would not.
Why not?
Because then it's gonna attract men.
Inappropriate.
And it's okay, yeah.
The reason why I'm asking you, as a mother, is that I'm attacking you. Because I have daughters. So my daughters, number one, social media, they don't have it. If they do, I'm over it.
Okay, can I say
Hold on, wait. Two, they have their own room, the door stays open. Three, they don't have pajama parties, they don't go to proms, they don't have boyfriends. All their friends are all their friends, I know their parents. I know their parents. You understand? That's your baby?
You're not putting you on the spot.
I'm saying that's your baby.
You're just right there.
I got babies. That's your baby? That's your baby? That's your baby? Say, that's your baby?
Yes, this is my baby.
It's a little girl?
Yes.
How old is she?
1.
Okay, I got a 2-year-old. Okay, I got a 2-year-old boy. All right. Now, give me second Ciroc 7, 23. I'll give you some points. How old are you? Don't mind me asking. 20 something? 20 something? That's an older woman. You young.
Right. That's for me, baby.
That ain't for you. That don't apply to you. Ciroc 7, what is that? 24.
I'm 25.
25. All right. So consider this to be helpful advice.
Hold on, wait.
And not bashing. Yeah? Camera on me. Sis. The camera's on me. Don't worry about it. The camera's on me. Oh, you want the camera on you? Okay, we'll go back and forth. Read that.
The book of Sirach, chapter 7, verse 24.
Read it.
Hast thou daughters?
Say, you listening? Read again.
Hast thou daughters?
Bible says, hast thou daughters. You have a daughter. I have a daughter. Go ahead. Daughters. Go ahead.
Yes.
Have a care of their body.
What does that mean? Have a care of their body. What's that mean?
Say it again. Take care of
Read again.
Take care of yourself.
Hast thou daughters?
Do you have daughters? Is asking. You have a daughter? I have daughters. Go ahead.
Have a care of their body.
What's that mean?
I mean, make sure that her body is straight. And make
What do you mean
sure
straight?
that,
Elaborate. Straight how?
I think that means take care of her in the best way that you can.
Right, in what way? Regarding her body, in what way? Because she'll get older. Eventually she'll get older, she'll grow older, you'll grow older, right? Right, boys are gonna start wanting to talk to us, so what do you mean by care of her body? What's that mean, care of her body?
I think it means that take care of her the best way you can.
In what way? Elaborate. If it's your daughter, you need more detail. You're gonna raise your daughter to teach the same thing for her daughter, right? So care of her body.
Raise her to be smart, respectful.
Smart, respectful. What about her body? That's something mine. What about her body? I have a care of the body part. That's good, you're right. What else? Regarding the body, what else?
Honestly.
What about how she dresses? Or where she goes? The company she keeps, the friends she has. What about those things? I have daughters, I'm telling you.
Make sure she dresses respectfully.
What's respectfully? Clarify respectfully.
With clothes on, apparently.
What kind of clothes?
Yeah,
Bikini? Mini
no.
skirts?
No. Pants.
What? Pants, so pants.
Pants,
Oh, okay.
socks, shirt.
Pants, socks, and shirt.
Maybe a hat.
A hat? Okay. Would you want your daughter to walk around with a body exposed?
No, I would not.
Why not?
Because then it's gonna attract men.
Inappropriate.
And it's okay, yeah.
The reason why I'm asking you, as a mother, is that I'm attacking you. Because I have daughters. So my daughters, number one, social media, they don't have it. If they do, I'm over it.
Okay, can I say
Wait. Two, they have their own room, the door stays open. Three, they don't have pajama parties, they don't go to proms, they don't have boyfriends. All their friends are all their friends, I know their parents. I know their parents. You understand? They don't leave my house. They don't leave my sight. They don't wear what I want them to wear at my house. They don't watch what I want them to watch. They don't talk to what I want them to talk to. You understand? That's what is needed in the house. Let me ask you a question. You married?
am I married?
Oh, you married? Yeah.
No.
Why not?
Because
As long as she's at my house.
I know I've
As long as she's at my roof.
I know I've been.
Why? Why you read it again? Read it again.
Sirach, Chapter 7, verse 24.
Bring it up.
Hast thou daughters?
Hast thou daughters? Go ahead.
Have a care of their body,
Have a care of their body. Go ahead.
and show not thyself cheerful toward them.
Show not yourself cheerful towards them. What that mean? Show not yourself cheerful towards them. What that mean?
Ask me again.
Show not yourself cheerful towards them. What's that mean?
Honestly, I really don't understand.
That's fine. That's good. It means don't play around with your daughter. She ain't your friend. She ain't your buddy. She ain't your companion. You ain't going to clubs together. You ain't double dating. She ain't wearing what you wear. You ain't going out having we call it hot girl summer with your daughter. Hot girl decade with your daughter. Hot girl lifetime with your daughter. Getting stretched out with your daughter. Bring it out. Don't play around with your daughter. Why not?
Because I'm never going to play around with my daughter.
But the answer is why won't you? Why not?
Because she mean the world to me.
Right, but what would you allow her to do though? Why not? Well, if you don't, what happens?
If I don't,
If you play around with your daughter, let her do what she want, what happens? What she do?
she going to be in the streets.
And doing what in the streets? Playing hopscotch, doing what? Jump rope, what you gonna be doing in the streets?
I won't know.
Eating chicken, what you gonna be doing in the streets? You won't know?
How am I going to know?
What do girls who have no supervision normally do in the streets that you know of?
Yeah. Okay.
Come on, elaborate. Come on. We're adults here, we're parents. Elaborate.
What they usually do on the streets?
What they normally do in the streets? You're not answering.
They be doing too much. They be smoking and...
Okay, that's a lot. Okay, yep.
Okay.
Scooting around, what else? Right, what else?
Wearing them little clothes.
Okay, provocative clothing, what else? Out all night, getting drunk, high, right?
Yeah.
Sleeping around?
And they be getting mistreated.
Right. So do you want that for your daughter?
No, I don't know.
So what should you do to avoid that?
Be a good mom. That's what
Right.
you can do.
Well, what should be in the household to most of the time to raise a good child? What's necessary in the household?
A man.
What would you say? A man. Right. She said a man. Why?
But I really wouldn't even say a man because a man.
See, here we go. They're gonna tell you.
I would.
Why? You say not a man? Okay, cool.
Maybe if it's a good man.
Okay, well, obviously not a bad one. But I'm saying, why though? Why is a man necessary in the house?
Honestly, I don't think a man is necessary in the house.
You don't?
No, I don't.
Why?
Because I think if a mom got her head on her shoulders and she could do what she got to do, she could handle her baby.
So let me ask you a question. Statistically, children that are raised by single mothers, do the kids come out good?
Ask me again?
Statistically, when women raise children on their own, do the children come out good? Or majority of the time come out different?
Different.
Okay, so what's necessary in the house?
I guess a man then.
Correct. A man's needed in the house. A man's needed in the house. So let me ask you a question. Were you raised in a single parent household?
Yes.
So was I. So what we both missing at home?
Parent.
What kind of parent?
Your dad.
Father. And when you walk to the time when the women raise sons, can they raise a son to be a man?
No.
No. Can a woman raise a daughter to be a mother? Or a woman?
Yes.
Yes. So having a daughter, there's a chance. But regardless, who knows men more? Women or men?
Women.
Who knows men more? Women or men?
Who knows men more to me? Women.
Okay. So can a woman raise a boy to be a man?
No.
Okay, so who knows men more? Women or men?
Okay, then I guess men.
Right. Who do you need advice to explain to you how men are?
Men.
Right. Why?
Because, can I sing? So I can say it?
You hold the mic for you. Come on.
I think it's men because guess what? Who talking to me? A man.
Right. So you need a man to talk to you about men.
Yes.
All right. So men are a necessity. Men are not an alternative.
Good.
You understand what that means? Men are a necessity. They're not an alternative. Meaning men are needed, not wanted. When you speak as a woman that says men are wanted. That's where y'all start off bad. That's how y'all end up raising children by yourselves. That's what you don't want. Do you want your daughter to have a husband in the future? or to raise a child by herself like yourself? What do you prefer? What's your preference? You gotta think about it?
My preference is, I would really, I mean, if it's a good man, okay, help me. If not, no, I'll do it myself.
I'm not, well, obviously, I'm not gonna sit up here and tell you to pick a bad man to be in your life, sis. I'm speaking in general.
Okay, but how can you pick somebody?
I'm gonna show you. There you go. Now we're getting there. Read on.
Sirach 7 verse 25.
Bring it out.
Marry thy daughter.
This scripture right here is talking to the fathers. Read it from the beginning again.
Yes, sir. Verse 24. Hast thou daughters?
The Bible's asking the men, do you have daughters? I have daughters. Go ahead.
Have a care of their body.
Have a care who they talk to, where they go, how they dress, how they behave, how they think, what they watch, what they do, where they go, why they're going there. Why are you saying that? Why are you thinking that? Why you talk that way? Why you listen to that kind of music? You all in her business. Because your business is my business. That's our father's role. Women are more nurturing and y'all are more enablers. Oh yeah, let her be. Y'all emotional.
I don't believe that.
No, because you're raising a child by yourself, you gotta play both roles. That's why you don't believe it. You out of order. You out of your natural divine order. That's the problem. So you think the way you think. Right. My mom is the same way. Read on.
And show not thyself cheerful toward them.
Meaning the father don't play around the daughter. The father is the authoritarian of the house. The mother, there's a balance. There gotta be authority in the house and there gotta be a balance. You are right now in a position of imbalance. For now. Read on.
Marry thy daughter.
The Bible tells the fathers, mothers also, because y'all are involved, to marry the daughter. What does that mean, marry the daughter? What does that mean to marry the daughter? What does that mean? It means you don't pick, because y'all make bad decisions by yourselves.
Right. That's right.
You raise bad decisions. 70% of the prison population is raised by single mothers and grandmothers. You know that? 70% of the black and brown population in prison is raised by single mothers and grandmothers. Many of those boys in prison, men in prison, were grandson or son husbands. They said, hell with the man, my son's my man now. And he becomes effeminate and soft and emotional like mama and grandma. And terrorize your community today. And you see all this out here. Pedophile paradise. Little girls dressed half naked, got their behind out. Pedophile, all I've seen out here was pedophile paradise. Little girls dressed half naked, just that they grown. Pedophile paradise out here. And women out here dancing to it. Yes, rape my child, yes. That's what you're doing. You're promoting it. Read on.
Marry thy daughter.
The Bible says marry your daughter. What does that mean? That means she don't pick the husband she marries. You pick him for her.
That's right.
The father is the one that picks the husband for the daughter. Y'all don't make that. Women should not make decisions to make kids on their own. It's failure.
Okay, but what if we don't make decisions on our own?
Well, there is no. That's the problem. There should be no option. There should be no option. You're not supposed to do it in the first place. The man should always be in your life. Whether it be your brother or an uncle or a father or a grandfather, women need male guidance at all times.
That's right.
But what if you don't got it? Then
you gotta find it.
Right.
You're looking at it in front of you.
That's right.
You're looking at it. You're looking at it. Read again.
Marry thy daughter.
The Bible says marry your daughter. Go ahead.
And so shalt thou have performed a weighty matter.
What makes it a weighty matter? Because that child, you give your daughter to a man, she's carrying his legacy, she's raising his children, she's with him forever. So it's a weighty matter to choose a right husband for your daughter. That you're not giving her to some stupid Negro. You understand? So it's a weighty matter. So biblically speaking, it's the parent's job, man being the head of the household, 1 Corinthians 11, man being the head of the household, to give the daughters over to husbands. Boyfriends is not biblical.
That's right.
Baby daddies is not biblical. Girlfriends is not biblical. Baby mama's not biblical, yes.
Okay, so tell me this.
Yeah.
How many young women can you say is married?
Not many. You know why? You know why? Yeah, but guess what? But guess what? You just saying not married, but guess what? What do y'all do before y'all get married? What do y'all tend to do? Y'all do things that wives do without being married. Y'all sleep around, you give the man your body, give him your womb, you can't take your womb back.
You know?
You can't bring back your womb. So hold on. I'm not getting, listen carefully. What I'm saying is, that is I'm giving you the problem, the root cause. To deal with the problem, you gotta deal with the issue first. So I'm giving you the root of the problem. One of the main problems, first and foremost, is the women, our sisters out here, don't have male guidance or supervision. That's the root of the problem. Then from that problem stems what? Single motherhood. That's what happens, because there's no male there. So then women also, on top of that, when they're left to themselves, they pick the wrong man because they don't understand or know men. So they choose whatever their heart tells them. And women's hearts are dumb. Man's heart is dumb. Emotions is dumb. You must do what God says to do. Read on.
But give her to a man of understanding.
Your job as the father or parent is to give it to a man that keeps God's commandments. That's first and foremost. Many of y'all go to church, and church teaches what? The laws of God are done away with. Do what you feel. God hates the sin, love the sinner. That's not Bible. That's BS. That's a fairy tale. God makes it clear you must keep his laws and commandments. Commandments are not negotiations. How you feel means, what you think means, what I believe means. They're commandments. Meaning you're gonna do what I say, or I'm going to kill you, or I'm gonna give you a disease, or you're gonna raise a child by yourself and struggle, like most. These are consequences behind irresponsible actions. That's what it boils down to.
Speak very, very well. But that's the wisdom, man, that's the wisdom of this world. Paul and grow up. Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Eythan. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today.